show where all you need is love and a Skype connection to win $50,000. Now, people from all across the country, they're using Skype and they want to play. But all of our lucky players today will be couples. And now let's meet them. They're from Cincinnati, Ohio. It's John and Natalie. They're from Rocky Point, New York. Please welcome Jay and Michelle. They're from Bel Air, Maryland. It's Linwood and Kim. And they're from San Diego, California. Please welcome Bob and Tom. Welcome to the show, everybody. Pleasure to have you here. Happy Valentine's Day, first and foremost. Now let me tell you how this madness works. We asked America their opinions on all kinds of crazy topics, and all you have to do is correctly guess the results of our polls, and then you win 50 grand. You guys ready to make some money? All right, here we go. This first question is worth $100, and here are the two possible answers. We've got act like nothing's wrong or buy her something nicer the next day. The question is, what did guys in their 20s say they would do if they forgot to get their girlfriend a Valentine's Day gift? Did they act like nothing's wrong, or did they buy her something nicer the next day? Let's go to Cincinnati, Ohio, and meet John and Natalie. Tell me about yourself, please.
So we met 12 years ago, and we got married 3 months ago.
So that's pretty recent. Congratulations, guys. Did you guys have a good honeymoon?
We didn't take one yet. We've only been married 3 months, but if we win, that's what we want to do.
There you go. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck. Let's get you $100 right now. Is it act like nothing's wrong or buy her something nicer the next day? Let's see those cards, everyone. Flip them over. Looks like everybody says buy her something nice the next day, and with 63% of the vote, the correct answer is buy her something nice the next day. You all got it. $100 to everybody. It's that easy. Our next question is worth $200, and the possible answers are their cooking or their love life. And the question is, what did more Latina women say is spicier? Is it their cooking or their love life? All right, for $200, let's meet Michelle and Jay from Rocky Point, New York. How are you guys?
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. Tell me about yourselves.
Well, he was a bartender. I was a waitress at the Olive Garden about 14 years ago.
The good old Olive Garden.
He finally proposed, and we've been married for
10 years now.
10 years.
Oh,
10
wow.
years.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Now, did you guys immediately, did you fall in love right away? Was it love at first sight kind of thing?
The first time he drove me home, we were in the car, and I was thinking in my head, please don't let him touch me. Please don't let him touch me.
All right, well, listen, I wish you guys the absolute best. You got $100, 200 on the line right here. Is it their cooking or their love life? Let's see that.
Their love life.
Oh, looks like everybody says their love life, and with 68% of the vote, they said their cooking. Ooh, can't give anybody the cash. But don't worry, our next question is worth $300. And here are the two possible answers. We've got never go to bed angry or my wife is always right. And the question is, what motto did married men say would lead to a more successful marriage? Does it never go to bed angry or my wife is always right? All right, the answers are in. Let's go to San Diego, California, and meet Tom and Bob. How are you, gentlemen?
Hey, they're doing great.
Pleasure to have you here. Tell me about yourselves.
Bob and I met about 20 years ago in Chicago. I had been on a date, and Bob had been on a blind date, and
Tom was killing some time, and he was across the street, and they had a palm reader there for some crazy reason.
And the guy told me I was going to fall in love, and I'm like, yeah, fat chance.
Well,
but
10 minutes later,
I met Bob.
Oh, that's incredible. Well, listen, you guys got $100. I wish you guys the best of luck. Here we go. Is it never go to bed angry or my wife is always right? Let's see those cards. Everybody says the wife is always right with 85% of the vote. The correct answer. Those married men said never go to bed angry. Can't give anybody the $300, but that brings us to the final question of this round. It is worth $400. Good luck to everybody. Two possible answers are their first kiss or their first cell phone. The question is, what experience did teenage girls say made them happier? Was it their first kiss or their first cell phone? Let's go to Bel Air, Maryland, and meet Kim and Linwood. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, we've known each other since we were 6 years old, started dating when we were 16, dated for 8 years, and we've been married for 24 years with 3 sons.
That's incredible. That's super sweet. Kim, Linwood, I wish you both the best. Let's get you some cash right here. $400 on the line. Is it their first kiss or their first cell phone? Let's see it, everybody. 3 for cell phone. John and Natalie say it's got to be kiss. Come on, with 74% of the vote. John and Natalie got it. It's their first kiss. So congrats to John and Natalie. They are moving on. And our 3 other couples are tied at 100 apiece. We got to break that tie. And the way we do it here on Let's Ask America is with a physical challenge we like to call the Dash for Cash. Here we go. Here's your challenge. I want you to go and get a sock that isn't black or white. Ready, set, go! It's a mad dash for a sock that isn't black or white. Looks like Jay was back right away with one. Linwood has one there. Oh, Tom is back. He's got a sock, but you know what? I'm sorry, Jay and Linwood were back first, so Tom and Bob, I hate to say goodbye. It was a pleasure to meet you and hear your story. But we have to do it. You guys have been eliminated. Goodbye to Tom and Bob. Congrats to John and Natalie, Michelle and Jay, and Kim and Linwood. They are moving on. When we come back, our 3 couples will continue to battle it out for all of the money right here on a very special Valentine's Day edition of Let's Ask America. Do you want to win tons of cash without even leaving your home? You just won $45,500. Well, then log on to letsaskамerica.tv to see how you can be our next big winner. Oh, yes, indeedy. Welcome back to our special Valentine's Day episode of Let's Ask America. Now, these next questions will be worth even more money, but every rose has its thorn, my friends. Every question will now have 3 possible answers. Here we go. This question is worth $500. And the possible answers are foreign film, documentary, or chick flick. The question is, what type of movie did men in their 30s say they'd rather be dragged to by a date? Is it a foreign film, a documentary, or a chick flick? The answers are in. Congrats to John and Natalie. They're in first place with $500. We're going to go ahead and start with you guys. What do you think? Foreign film, documentary, or chick flick?
I'm married to a man in his 30s, and I know what movie he'd rather see is a sappy, lovey, funny chick flick.
There it is. Michelle and Jay.
He knows he'd rather go see
A documentary. No doubt about it.
All right. Michelle and Jay say documentary. Kim and Linwood, you have the final say?
If I had to drag him to something, he'd rather go see a chick flick.
Oh, that's 2 for chick flick. Michelle and Jay say the documentary. The top 2 answers are chick flick and documentary. For $500 with 51% of the vote, they said chick flick. John and Natalie, Kim and Linwood, they get the cash. Kim and Linwood now in second place with 600. Michelle and Jay trailing with 100. We're going to raise the stakes yet again. Our next question is worth $1,000. And here are the 3 possible answers. We've got a family photo shoot, a boss's dinner party, or a Valentine's Day date with their hubby. The question is, married women say they'd put the most effort into looking good for which occasion? A family photo shoot, a boss's dinner party, or a Valentine's Day date with her hubby? All right, Michelle and Jay, we'll start with you.
Oh, you know what? We're going to go with the boss's dinner party.
All right. Kim and Linwood.
When a wife is getting dressed and knowing that she might see her husband's coworkers
Absolutely.
or the boss who may be a woman, that she's going to get really dressed up for that boss's dinner party.
And it adds the income too.
2 for the boss's dinner party. John and Natalie, you have the final say.
Well, if I know my wife correctly, photos last forever. And the one thing you want
It's
is
good
to look good in
photos.
good photos.
All right, they say it's the photo shoot. For $1,000 with 53% of the vote, the correct answer is a family photo shoot. John and Natalie got it. They now have $2,000. The standings don't change, and that brings us to an elimination question. Still anyone's game, as this question is worth $1,500. Good luck to everybody. The three possible answers are being super competitive, being a know-it-all, or being a loner. And the question is, what annoying quality in men did women in their 30s say they secretly found sexy? Being super competitive, being a know-it-all, or being a loner? Kim and Linwood, we will start with you.
Well, I think we kind of went through and went through the thought process. And when we did that, the only thing we could think of is being super competitive.
Kim and Linwood say super competitive. Michelle and Jay.
Super competitive could be a little obnoxious, so we went with
Being a loner.
Being a loner.
Being a loner.
John and Natalie.
So I am a woman in my 30s, and while it can be annoying, something I find pretty sexy is how competitive he is.
And just for the record, we play this game every night on our couch.
And we keep score.
Keep score. By point, it's competitive. And I hope she's attractive.
Here we go. For $1,500, the top two answers are being a loner and being super competitive. They're separated by 12% of the vote, everyone. The correct answer to decide who stays and plays, with 49% of the vote, they said being super competitive. Michelle and Jay, I'm sorry. Pleasure to meet you guys. I hate to say goodbye, but I have to wave in your general direction because you've been eliminated. Goodbye to Michelle and Jay. Congrats to Kim and Linwood and John and Natalie. They are moving on, and folks, we're getting right into it. Now that we are down to just two couples, things are going to get tougher. They'll now have 4 possible answers to choose from, and this question is worth $2,000. Here we go. The 4 possible answers are smelling better, dressing better, enjoying gossip more, or being more physically fit. The question is, women in relationships say they most wish their boyfriends were like their gay friends. In which way? While they take a moment to think it through, you guys can play along at home. If you think you know the answer, then just go ahead and send it to us on Twitter. And when we come back, we're going to find out which couple is taking home all of the cash right here on Let's Ask America. Welcome back to our Valentine's Day episode of Let's Ask America. John and Natalie and Kim and Linwood, they're all looking to take home big money. We got ourselves a very, very close game. And it's still anyone's game because before the break, I asked our couples a question that was worth $2,000, and it had the following answers. They were smelling better, dressing better, enjoying gossip more, or being more physically fit. The question was, women in relationships say they most wish their boyfriends were like their gay friends. In which way? John and Natalie, we will start with you.
I think dressing
Everybody
better.
can dress better, and I'm trying.
John and Natalie say dress better. Kim and Linwood.
The only thing that kind of differentiates him, and I think a lot of guys fall into the same category, is when it comes to enjoying gossip. Where
Absolutely.
he just does not enjoy gossip.
Man cave, men don't enjoy gossip.
Here we go for $2,000. The correct answer with 45% of the vote. They said dressing better. John and Natalie get the cash. Linwood is stylish, Kim. I can see how that threw you. But worry not. It does all come down to this, but you guys still have a chance as this final question is worth $4,000. And the 4 possible answers are belly, ballroom, salsa, or pole. The question is, what type of dancing do married men say they'd like their wife to learn? Is it belly, ballroom, salsa, or pole? It looks like the answers are in. Kim and Linwood, you have the first say.
So we have in between belly dancing and pole. So, you know, when you think about that hip movement, belly dancing, but right now, in terms of guys making it rain, you know, we got to go with a pole and keeping it inside the house.
Forecast calls for some rain and the pole dancing. All right, John and Natalie, you guys were exchanging glances during their answer. What was that all about?
Disagree on this one.
Hold on. All right, so we're newlyweds, okay? So you guys have been happily married for many years, so...
You came to an agreement. We still disagree.
I eliminated pole dancing because I didn't want to be disrespectful because I don't know what 23 years down the line looks like. So we eliminated pole dancing. Ballroom's old-fashioned, and belly, again, it's kind of like pole dancing.
Kind of risque.
I went with salsa.
So we did
Did
salsa. I thought it was pole.
Well, I can tell you this, the top two answers are salsa and pole. And they're separated by 11% of the vote. Very, very close for $4,000, the correct answer. John? You got it. It's salsa dancing. Kim and Linwood is so close, 11% of the vote. It was a pleasure to have you two here. Wish you the best with your relationship. We got to say goodbye to you. You guys are adorable, but you've been eliminated. Goodbye to Kim and Linwood. Congrats to John and Natalie. These newlyweds have just won $9,500, and in a moment, they'll have an opportunity to risk their winnings on one final question for a shot at $47,500. Find out if they go all in when we come back to Let's Ask America. Let's Ask America's Valentine's Day episode. Love is in the air. John and Natalie from Cincinnati, Ohio, they are here. They've done a great job. They banked $9,500. And now it is decision time. The two of you can risk any portion of your $9,500 on this final question, but if you put it all on the line and get it correct, I'll give you 5 times that amount for $47,500. However, as you know, if you risk it all and get it wrong, then you walk away with nothing. There it is. So, John, you said you sit on the couch, you watch this show a lot. You've seen, I'm sure, a lot of contestants get to this point, risk it all. Some win big, some don't. Did you and Natalie have a discussion already about what you would do if you made it to this point?
Well, after some discussion,
some deliberation,
we came to the conclusion we're going to put in
$3,000.
All
right, $3,000 on the line. That means, John and Natalie, you guys get this right. You're leaving here with $12,500. Here we go. It all comes down to this. Here are the 4 possible answers. A box of candy, a dozen roses, cologne, or a massage. The final question is, which of these romantic gifts did single men say they'd most welcome from a woman they are dating? A box of candy, a dozen roses, cologne, or a massage?
I've bought him cologne before. I've never bought him a massage.
Let's just go with it. Let's just do it. Let's go for it.
Let's walk me through it, guys.
We were going between massage and cologne, and we went back and forth. But I've never bought a massage. I have bought him cologne, so we went with cologne.
All right, you guys have chosen to risk $3,000 of your money for a shot at $12,500. Which of these romantic gifts did single men say they'd most welcome from a woman they are dating? It's not a dozen roses, and it's not a box of candy. The correct answer, with 59% of the vote. Guys, I'm sorry, they said a massage. They wanted the massage. I know you were torn, unfortunately. You lose a couple bucks, but you played it safe and smart. You guys won $6,500 playing a game from your house. Happy Valentine's Day to the both of you. You guys are absolutely adorable. Thank you for playing, and please keep watching. Enjoy that $6,500. And if you got a question you want America to answer, just let us know on Twitter. And join us next time on the show where even you can win $50,000 with nothing more than Skype and a giant marker. This is Let's Ask America. If it's any consolation, you two, when I saw those possible answers, I said I had to be blunt.